Welcome to another grand episode of Dots and Lines. This is where the Wednesday Warriors meet the hard A's. We're here to talk anime, manga, comics, and everything in between. So please, gentlemen, introduce yourselves so we can get started.
It's your boy, Mikano, your friendly neighborhood Renaissance man. I do all the things with all the stuff.
Hello, friend. It is Mr. Sniffles, Digga Des. His name is Desmond.
And I am Grayson Red, a big old nerd with a lot to talk about. I'm not going to lie, we've been yapping for like 30 minutes already. I feel loose, pause, and ready to go. Yeah. Let's talk about JJK.
Let's talk about it.
Very unique fight.
Boy, hold on. First off, this animation was insane. Nuts.
Yeah. This fight was bananas.
We pick up right where we left off with Yuji about to get hit with that domain action. And he gets hit. The cool thing about that domain action. The domain double check. It's really cool that we see a domain that isn't an automatic instant kill. We ran through the whole, explanation that actually domains don't have to kill people immediately. That's kind of like an evolution of sorcery, yada, yada, yada. Cool. Yuji has to tell the truth about something. If he doesn't tell the truth or he gets found guilty, then he gets his power taken away. Because he doesn't have a curse technique, he just gets all of his cursed energy taken away, period. Which is like really bad. Really bad. Before we keep on going, how'd y'all feel about this episode?
Yeah, I was going to say it's bad for Yuji, except for these hands, these lefts, and these equal rights.
Because that's his real power.
His
Our
real
favorite
power is
punch and kick merchant, as they call him.
Left, right, Itadori. What you mean?
No, it was probably to his advantage. It freaked out Higuruma because he was like, yo, how was he able to fight like this with no cursed energy?
Mm-hmm.
Because the tank.
Yeah, nasty.
That boy was built for combat.
Shout out to his mama and daddy mommy.
I think this episode did a great job of illustrating not only the lore of JJK, but giving us
daddy mama. I'm sorry, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Back shot. Listen, he was taking back shots for the plan. Listen, who's a better manipulator, Aizen or Kenjaku? Who was more dedicated to the plan?
Kenjaku.
Easy. He carried Yuji for 9 months and was like, you know what? I like this.
You know what's crazier though, and I'll let you get talking.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
He, she, however they want to identify, because we love everyone here at Dots and Lines. Definitely did more than just like have sex one time. Like they were getting thrashed for months on end to conceive, and then kept him happy enough, Yuji's dad, that he didn't mind that. Like he definitely saw his wife die, and she has a giant scar on her forehead, and she's acting odd. Do you know what you have to do to a man to make him just totally forget all of the red flags? I'll give you a hint. I'm just saying.
Yo. I mean, listen, 3,000 years technique double hand twist.
Listen, that cursed energy was going straight to the throat.
How do you think he got Sukuna to make that deal? Either way, so going back, right? Yeah. One, this episode does a great job of illustrating a bombastic fight with heavy lore drops, because it makes sense that, like, okay, the Heian era and like the older sorcerers, their domains were set up to just create a battleground, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like the short hit, 100% hit technique came later. But Higuruma is like, it's a nice juxtaposition between the old and the new. And that's something JJK does very well, because you get this new age sorcerer who's been a sorcerer for 12 days.
Yeah.
And that's it. But he uses the old way of fighting as a sorcerer, not the new way. because the old way makes more sense in terms of somebody who is just learning how to do it. But if you're
100%.
raised in society, all you would know is the new way.
Yeah, and first off, I want to say the animation for this clip where they're fighting, where it's all red and black, goated, incredible.
Yeah.
I felt the tension. I was scared. Like, and I read this. This is how good this goddamn season is. I read this, and I'm still like, what's gonna happen? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like,
Dog, when he was throwing the gavels like that, I was like, that was crazy.
the teleportation gavel was also done really well in here.
Yeah.
Like in the manga, like, you know, when the manga was coming out, it was a little bit scratchy because he was rushing, probably literally dying, fucking drawing this. But this is perfect. It feels like a real threat. And when Yuji's like trying his best not to get crushed, and you see the beads of sweat going down his face, and he's like, "Oh my god, retrial!"
Yeah, he's about to fold.
Yeah.
Yeah. You about to say something, Desmond?
Not other than he was about to fold.
Yeah.
Under that weight.
I just want to know, like, the director of this season is absolutely, like, he deserves a raise not to be let go. So the question is like, what happens after this?
Nigga, you tell me. I'm trying to
Because
figure that out.
he's doing amazing, or he did amazing.
You're
They
talking about
gotta
for part
bring,
2 of
they gotta bring him back.
JDK's color games?
You said what?
You talking about for part 2? Like what's next, like after the departure?
No. I know what like comes next story wise. I mean, for because like the director dictates what happens in each episode. So like the director was like, all right, this scene is all red, and then we get elements of the blue when he's throwing
Yeah.
the thing. Like the director dictates what the animators animate.
Yeah.
Did they say how
So
much other episodes he's gotten through before he walked out?
He from what I gather, and I don't know because I'm not in the office or whatever, he directed, made storyboards for things, not all of them, but has a general direction and a tone that he planned out, and he already did that. As far as the actual animation goes for a lot of these scenes, other people have come in. Like a guest animator came in for the Higurama fight, but it was still directed, you know, by Goso.
yeah, and you can tell by like the way that the color is used. Because I don't think even the last season of JJK we really got color theory like this.
I feel it.
because this is more this is more cinematic, bro.
Yeah.
The guy who came in to animate this is called Nyan41, by the way. That's who did the Higurama fight. Just want to point that out there. He's known for the hand-to-hand stuff, which is clear.
And I will say something, this will be the last thing I say. Spoilers for the manga. You've been warned. Skip 30 seconds ahead, maybe 40. Yuji's domain is like an old school era domain.
Super slowly, yeah.
Which means he would have learned it from this fight because he adapted to it and said, okay, cool, this is the thing. And then he was thinking about to the thing with Tengen where he was like, oh, this is the thing that I can do.
Wow, that's
So
a good thought.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good thought. I like that. When he gets the retrial, they ask him, yo, did you kill all those people in Shibuya? Or Shibuya? And Yuji's just ready to kill himself. He's like, I did. Even though he really didn't. Someone took over his body and he literally woke up to a massacre. But he just feels so much guilt. He was like, I did. And that activated the actual one-hit kill thing. The executioner sword.
Yeah.
Which is very much so threatening. When you say you're going to hit me with an executioner sword, I'm like, oh, execution's in the name. Nice. I'll die.
It's like without fail.
Without fail. It was really good. It was really cool, and this is the coolest part of it to me, though. Like all the high octane, incredible action, the tension. That's what I live for. But when you find out that Higuruma knows everything after, the trial, because Judge Man shares all the information, and he deactivates the sword because he sees a pure soul in Yuji, That touched me. I'm not gonna lie.
He restored his faith in the law.
He restored his faith in humanity. Fuck the
Yeah.
law.
Yeah, true. Because
You know,
he did kill like 60 people.
I think he killed 20 and a whole bunch of cursed spirits
Yeah,
in a
he
matter of
killed
12
20.
days. Yo, going from 0 bodies to 20 in 12 days is nuts. That's King Von numbers.
Prime King Von. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the scene when they just sit across from each other and they just speak, you know.
That was deep.
Oh, man.
Cinema.
I mean, he let off with the executioner's sword because he's like, "Hey, I already knew the results to the answer. Like, it wasn't you who killed all the people." And I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds cute and all, but I'm still gonna put it on me because I was weak. I didn't do anything to prevent it." And he's like, "You know what? I like how you think about it. I just recently went from 0 bodies to, at least 2 confirmed, as what he said when we started off this trial. When we started out
At
this
least.
trial, 2 people had to die, and I'm gonna atone for that in my own way at the end." But yeah,
Funny.
that was dope. He's like, so did you really kill anyone on your own, like, well, at any point? And Eugene's just like, yeah. He's
Yeah,
like, "Oh, cool.
actually,
That's all I
about
needed to
that.
hear, actually."
The crazy
But
thing
yeah.
is juxtaposed with when he's got this hard fake exterior about like you ever kill someone you don't like, doesn't it? It feels better than you thought. And then when he drops his guard, he's like, it felt horrible, didn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's no part of him that feels good about what he's done. And I'll be honest with you. If I kill some corrupt judges, I feel like, and if I kill someone who I know is bad, and then the calling games happen, I'm gonna be like, okay, we're just gonna sweep that over there. he's thinking about like going to jail and atoning for it, even though
Charge it to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just a game. What do you mean? Also, let's not forget, he can see cursed spirits now. So he went from not being able to see these terrifying nightmare abomination creatures to now they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
That would
Oh,
change you a little bit.
we do got to mention the giving the points too. They got a new rule.
Yes.
There we go. I didn't even know that was going to be a thing.
Trying to lock you in, dog. Yeah, players are able to transfer a number of points of their choosing to other players. Players are able to transfer a number of points of their choosing to other players. This makes their plan finally come through. No one has to kill each other anymore, right? They can bypass, I think, rule number 8 or whatever by just passing along points so they can, like, just find the best way to get out of the situation, which is the culling games. Spoilers, It doesn't go down like that.
Yeah,
no, of course it
people are
doesn't,
still going to
because
kill.
people are bloodlusted. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Higuruma caught 20 bodies.
Yeah, he did catch 20 bodies.
2 confirmed.
He caught 2. No, here's the thing. He caught 2 that day, and then 20 curse users, like sorcerers, jujutsu users, whatever. So he's killed 22 people, actually.
At least 22 people. He murked 2 people before Yuji got. That's crazy.
Regular people, yeah, I think.
He snapped in because he snapped in the courtroom.
Oh yeah, all those
Those
people.
are the 2 people he's talking. No.
Yeah.
He just killed those 2, from what I'm understanding. He killed those 2 judges because he's like, this is bullshit. He just snapped. They handed him a switch right after he lost his mind. That's what happened. That's what happened. Worst place at the worst time. Sorry, guys.
Like giving Kanye Twitter after a meltdown.
Oh, Lord.
I'm about to put up some Kanye tweets after that. Ding, 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 ding. So, yeah, and it ends with him running away from Yuji, essentially, because he's like, I can't look at you because it's just too hard. It reminds me of a more pure version of myself, which I've sown.
Like, you're too nice.
You're what I used to be.
Idealized.
Great episode.
Dub.
Great episode.
Yeah.
This season is so good. I could glaze it forever, but we have other things to talk about. So,
what are we on? Sentenced to be a hero?
Of course, man. My sleeper pick of 2025. Kidding me?
6.
Oh, it did come out 2026. You're right. Yeah, the theme of this episode is coons don't get prizes.
It's hilarious.
This idiot was working with the Demon Blight. I get it. They said you either work with us or you die. But now he's dead. His family's dead. And he worked for them for no reason. They're demon blights. They're terrible. All this coexistence shit that these weirdos are doing in the government or whatever, like, you're going to die. Stop trying to backstab humanity, you coons.
It's almost like when you work with the demon oligarchs.
Listen, they're literal demon oligarchs. They don't like you.
Yeah.
Fight against them or die.
This was even sad because you could tell it was coming again. The wrestling bait, the zoom in panel of just the sister holding this guy Legan. What was it?
I forget his name. I'm gonna call him Coon 1.
Yeah, because he was trying to win prizes. There ain't no prizes for that.
There's no prizes. What do you think was gonna happen? Yeah, I do get it. I get it. Like, you're like, either roll with them or I don't roll. I would have ran away from the town. You got nothing. You got nothing.
Shit, even the Demon Lord one that humanizes, he was kind of having sympathy for dude. So that's a little bit interesting to see there. Yeah. I'm sure they'll play a lot more into that dynamic there of a rogue demon lord or whatever the case is, especially one that's quote unquote humanitized. So we'll see how it goes. A lot more Tarita in this episode. Like, shit, I'm a fan of hers. Well, I do. I like her. Shout out to, she needs all her praise, man. That's all she wants.
Yeah,
that's all she wants is praise. Pat her on the head, Xylo. Stop being a dick. Speaking of women that love Xylo, Frenchie is growing on me because she about that action. She was out here trying to chop niggas up. The only reason she didn't kill those kids is because whatever her name is was like, they're children. So, oh my god, whatever. Let me just tase them. You got it. Whatever. Cool. God.
Are you talking about the military shorty? Sorry,
I forget her name. I think it's Xavier. It doesn't matter. Kivia. Yeah. I actually like her character too. It's just I kind of like Frenchie more.
It makes more sense.
Yeah, man. And once again, nothing but great action. They have such a great balance between awesome action and like silliness. I think sometimes anime goes too far one way or the other. Like, come on, look at this. Look at this design that they had to fucking fight. Are you kidding me? This is like the middle of the season. This isn't even like a finale or anything. This is fire. This is crazy.
Shout out to Dota. He the homie, man. Animal rights, killing niggas off horses. And like, yeah, man, I don't even know why they was riding, yo.
You're talking about Jace. You're talking about Jace.
Oh, that was Jace.
Dota came through and caught the coon.
Right,
put the knife to his neck and said, just come over here. Like, you're lost in every conceivable way. And on top of that, we got some cool aura farming from whatever the fuck this guy is. This was really cool to me. And it was also very scary.
Oh, the whale dude.
I don't know what he's got going on, but that's going to be concerning from here on out. Because he has ridiculous accuracy, considering he's got like a buster gun attached to him.
That's crazy. Was he a hero?
We don't know. They don't show his face. Like, he came up to do an assassin job or whatever and did. So I doubt he's a hero because he has way too much.
He's trying to get. He said, "I don't care who pay me, as long as I get paid."
It's a fact. That's what he said. Hey, yo, these niggas ain't got no soul, son. Bro, he was bombing that place up like he was the Mossad or something. Like, he didn't give a fuck who was in that building.
Mossad is crazy.
That's how they come in. There was some terroristic shit. You're trying to get one person, so you're gonna kill 50? Jeez. Yeah, no, this is great. Another great episode.
How many episodes we got left?
I'd imagine like 5. I'm gonna look that up right now. I'd imagine only 5 though.
5 is a lot, given that they're an hour apiece.
No, they're not that long.
We're like a 9.
Oh wait, no. We are at 9. We're at 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like 13.
Yeah, 13. So probably 4.
Mm.
Yeah, man. W episode, great episode.
Yeah, this was a great pick. This was a great sleeper pick because had you not said that, I wouldn't have watched this show. I know that.
I get it. I totally get it because it's like another run of the mill action anime or whatever, yada yada yada. It's gonna be 12 episodes. Damn.
Yeah. So we do got like 4 more left. They have to do it. I mean, I don't know what the source material is, but hopefully it's enough to do some type of other season after this.
It's a demand
because the demand will be there for sure. This is how I wanted 7 Deadly Sins to be and feel. And then I mean it is. And this is also I mean, hey man, like with all the different types of, people we have, fairies, and like this is that like verse.
No,
except better, but better.
You're right. You are 100% correct.
And I actually think it's the first season so far is almost better than Solo Leveling season 1, which is not too crazy of a bar. That might be.
Yeah, no. Story wise, no, for sure. Yeah, it clears.
All right, Solo Leveling was cool, but the story is basic.
100%.
None of the other characters matter except for Sun Jin Woo. Past like episode 3.
Can niggas name other characters besides Sun Jin Woo?
It's too many actual hard to pronounce names. I don't be none of them.
Barryu, Igris, I know them.
The niggas that Sun Jin Woo controls, yes.
Yes. That's it.
I know the shadows for sure.
Yeah.
But shout out to Sin to Be a Hero. This one is actually, I'm glad it started off the year with what we have the lineup for right now.
And we got so much heat coming down the pipeline. Speaking of heat, we got to talk about. You see that transition?
Fire transition.
Come on. Speaking of heat, we got to talk about Fire Force. All right. So, first and foremost, how do you guys feel about the episode?
Loaded. It was a very loaded episode.
Very much so.
A lot. Like we got the first 10 minutes or so of it. Sumare's pillar basically saying, "Hey, she was around before the first Great Cataclysm, and there's been many of them." And
that was the way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, but the way
it was perfect.
Illustrated that the way they had like an actual person,
right?
That fucked me up.
Yeah. It was so metatextual, just going on and letting you know that like this world is ending, and it's been pinning this for quite some time. Hameya is letting you know that like your madness doesn't matter. Speaking of madness, they actually listed all 7 of the attributes of the pillars and which ones they are. So we get Amaterasu as madness, Hameya as passivity, which is very concerning. Show as apathy. He it didn't really show much emotion until just most recently. Shinra as rage is kind of self-explanatory there. Inca with destruction. Shorty who can line up the bones. Nakato is fear. That's the little boy who's Haijima's little guinea pig. Quite literally. Sumare. I think they put her as disparity. I'm very positive. In the manga it says pleasure. Iris is disparity. Yeah, and Sumare, the one giving the very metatextual monologue in the beginning.
Yes.
Talking about despair is Sumare, the other pillar. So whole bunch of shit going on, and then we get to the cat girl.
Yeah, so this was a conversation that I saw people engaging with online, and I saw y'all engaging with in the group chat, and niggas was going back and forth. I was like, I really don't want to ignite this any further, no pun intended. I get the concept, and you guys let me know if I'm tripping. I get the concept of what they were going for. I do.
Yeah.
This wasn't as triumphant to me as I feel like the author thought it was. Just because, I don't know, I can't get over the fact that it's a teenager. That's me thing, right?
Right.
And unfortunately, there were so many cooler concepts talked about before, after, and during, as opposed to like her having to be sexy and her clothes falling off. Like mid conversation, a character says, "Oh, my mother doesn't exist anymore because I'm the character. I'm the one that matters." So
He
she
became the
doesn't.
world builder. Like in the credits, you are the little boy that we're talking to, and their mom's comes up as your mom. Like she's only necessary for your part of the story. She disappeared.
That
Yeah, yeah.
that is really next level writing. Like unironically. So to partner it with this is like, I still think it's selling yourself short.
No, I get it. And how I just feel about it, like then and still now, is just like sometimes they get a little bit too hyperbolic because this was nothing outside of the realm that we've already gotten. It's like
Yes.
this was nothing a little bit exceeding than what we lore lecture lore as far as like actual lore than what we got before. Like Tom McKee, far as this season 2 goes, it's had like one or two parts of the danger of it all to where that's part of the story, but it's not. So it's nothing like we got anything too excessive. Now the whole assault thing coming back to adding the more actual debate, because people were having like the conversation about it all, but they were having the conversation in the episode, and they're just like, vitality is going to bring the world out of despair. Quite literally, how they worded it from the theme of the episode, and I was okay with that. Like with the real assault, meditating and finding out that the world does it. They use Eros in the manga, but I forgot how they said it in the show. But yeah. I mean, it is not too far off what we got.
Yeah, no. And I don't want. I mean, I actually don't want to get in the deeper conversation now. I just want to say, like, I still like the episode a lot. I mean, there's so much more cool shit that went on. There's so much like next week we're gonna eat so well. Well, tomorrow. We're gonna eat so well.
Tomorrow.
And I don't want to take away from that, but it is hard to ignore when you forcibly make it a chunk of an episode. And that's no fault of the animators, because in the manga, that's like basically 2 or 3 chapters.
It was like 3.
So the author made an actual straight up choice, because he probably had to crawl up his ass because people kept saying, like, stop doing this shit. He was like, no, this is why I'm doing it. I get your point of view. I'm never going to agree because like she's displayed as a child, essentially. Right. But still a lot of great things in here besides that for me. Like a lot.
Yeah, don't let this be the reason why we stopped Fire Force, because there was nothing more added to what we had already got.
Yeah. That being said, I don't begrudge anyone that's like, nah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hype ass day tomorrow for anime.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Frieren.
They're basically just setting up for this revolt arc part in the manga. We're about to get more of the 7 mages of destruction. This one wields 4 different blades. Scary stuff. They're gonna have to jump this nigga. They're more 100% gonna have to. Yeah, they're 100% gonna have to jump this nigga.
They said the captain was stronger than Stark, and still got
insane.
Cut to pieces.
Yikes!
Yeah.
I mean, we're only getting like 8 episodes, maybe 10 at max with the season. So I don't mind that it's kind of picking up a little bit way quicker than it was last season for sure. Because by like 8 or 9 episodes, Justin was just now getting over the hump of if he wanted to keep watching it or not. So
great. Yeah. Listen, I love the theme of it now. I'm in.
I think you just would have got to the dungeon arc around this time, right?
Yeah, 8 or 9 is the off yourself quote.
Great episode, by the way.
Yeah. I will say with this episode, it does a good job of just expanding the world of Frieren a bit, because now they're in what is effectively the demons territory that's left of the demons territory, and they're pretty much just not only they're not fighting for survival, they're fighting for extinction of the humans. Like that's really all it is. Because
Yeah,
even like the dude was like, "There's no why are there still people here? Don't demons eat humans?" And he was like, "Well, sometimes, but other times they just do it because they can."
yeah. Even when they
Mm-hmm.
fall, they don't care. Like this, yeah, nah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, yeah. I think Frieren does a good job of portraying them as like predatory to a degree, and like when you have a predatory
To
animal
a
that is
degree,
effectively, I
I'm
mean,
quoting when,
they're predatory. They're predatory.
bro, literally, she literally said they only learned how to speak to manipulators. First off, bar. Second off, powerful. You say nothing else. I want them dead too.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I think not I think, but like I 100% agree with Free Run and her like, nah, if I see a
Alice.
demon, I gotta up the pole. There is no conversation to be had.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no negotiating, there's no talk, no jutsu. It's like, nah, you up the pole.
which I love. I love
Yeah.
that juxtaposition. Like, because usually there's a turn and everyone's actually no. These are
No.
bad.
yeah. We haven't gotten that at all so far. Not that I don't remember one demon, with that was actually had some humanization with sympathy or anything. Not at least in
Good.
free reign.
Well, I think it's because they fake sympathy because they don't actually possess empathy as
Yeah, yeah,
creatures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
that's
That's
Because
what
awesome.
I'm
there
saying.
there was
They
there,
haven't successfully made anyone worth sympathizing for with an actual reason to not kill that demon so
reason to
far at
be,
least.
nah. But
Yeah.
remember that in the first season where that demon tricked Himmel?
Trick
Hmm.
Himmel?
Yeah. Yeah, so they
Yeah,
went
Oh yeah,
so
because they were gonna kill it, and then it said it pretended to have a heart and like, I want to be
yeah.
raised by these people, and then was
oh
gonna kill everyone he knows.
And
yeah.
Himmel was
I
like,
thought
"It's
that was
good. We
I
can't
think
kill
that
it.
was
It's a
this
child."
I think that was the Stark backstory though.
No, that was Himmel.
No, that was Himmel. That was Himmel.
Because it was with
Because
the original team.
yeah, and Freeman said you're gonna regret this, and sure enough,
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, yeah. But also, again, this episode does a good not only setting up the next banger of an episode we're about to get, but also giving us more of like the demons are just ransacking things for absolutely no reason, terrorizing it. And now all the bread is like rocks, like just world stuff.
I love it. Hey, W Freeman, man. I'm so glad I'm slowly catching up. I'm very excited for everything they've got going on.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm excited for when you get to the dungeon.
Yeah. The
uh,
exams.
Yeah.
okay, I'll be there soon. I will be there soon.
All right, but that's we got one more anime thing to talk about.
Oh yes, we do.
This
First off,
episode, boy.
boy, oh boy. So before I say anything else, this probably has the best animation period this season, and I love Sentence to Be a Hero.
Every Fate series is like this though. They all seem to have just unlimited budget for some reason.
Whatever.
Ufotable is the unlimited
Ufotable.
budget, and that's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
reason.
We,
Yeah.
of course, are talking about Fate Stay Fake Strange. However the fuck you say it.
He got
Listen,
9.5.
Yeah.
this was a
Fate
fucking
Stay.
incredible episode. Fate Strange Fake, thank you, was incredible. This is a big punchy episode, and I was with
Yeah.
it. All right. We had Leonhardt finally fight Gilgamesh, and my God, my brain was gonna explode. This looks so good. Oh my God,
Crazy.
Phil, speak on it. Speak on it.
Yo, when he was like, "Oh, can I borrow this sword that you have?" And he threw and like he started blocking and dodging and jumping around the thing of like Gilgamesh is already one of like the biggest heroes of the thing, right? Because Gilgamesh is a series favorite across all the Fate series because one,
Yeah.
he talks the most shit. Two, his powers are arguably one of the coolest because he's an archer, but he throws swords,
Yeah.
which is bananas, as his arrows.
Yeah.
But the fact that Richard Lionheart is able to go like stand toe to toe with him, and that's not even his noble phantasm. So that's not even his actual sword. That's just a sword that he's using, and he can channel his noble phantasm through, which he hasn't done yet. But
Bro
the
said,
fight
"You
between
using this?"
yeah,
Yeah, let
yeah, he's like, yo, let me
me.
borrow this real quick. So the fight between him and Gilgamesh when he was like when he was going along the buildings, and then for him to clash with Gilgamesh, and for Gilgamesh to recognize like, oh, you've seen this power before, so you know my friend. The only
Mhm.
person I actually recognize as another person, you know him. If he acknowledges you, then I'll acknowledge you because he's basically like Escanor in the
Yeah,
terms of his pride. But their
bro,
fight,
so good, bro.
yeah,
Dipping and dodging, running between the actual blades, going literally this scene where they're face to face. Like all Leonhardt wants to do is just like, I mean, just prove how worthy he is to measure himself up to Arthur. Essentially, that's
yeah.
maybe I'm over speaking or under speaking.
No, no, you're
And
right.
and Gilgamesh just wants to trounce everyone who doesn't seem as good as him. So it's
He's the king
like
of heroes.
the King of Heroes. It's like the immovable force running up against the unstoppable object. And
Yeah.
it is great. And it was a great punchy episode. I loved everything I got from it. They could have just had just this fight, and I would have been like, all right, this was a 10 out of 10 episode.
That wasn't even the main fight. That was a
That wasn't the
side
main
quest.
fight. Bro, Hercules is running around thrashing people, and spoiler alert for everyone who's watching, skip ahead a minute or two. John gets got.
John gets got. He smacks John with the full might of God.
Bro, he has his heroic stance where he's going to protect everybody, blah, blah, blah. And Hercules, just like Heracles, whatever you want to call him. Sorry, I'm using the Roman name or whatever. Runs up and just smacks him away like he's a fly. And no one can do anything. If he's alive, God bless him, he's going to need some physical therapy.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna turn him into a heroic spirit.
I can see that. I like how Desmond immediately said, bruh, just looking at him.
Yeah.
His spine is on his shoulder, bro.
Oh, nah. He's done.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, nah. He's dead. He's done.
Bro, you ever seen that picture? We've all seen that picture of Peter Griffin after he gets thrashed.
When he fell down the stairs. Yeah.
Hopefully that's this season.
I'm blocking that.
But John was done.
But damn, Justin.
I'm immediately bleeping that out.
Yeah. You know what's crazy too? Is that so one, the version of Hercules because we've gotten Hercules in previous series as the Berserker, but the version of Hercules we're getting now is pre-God Hercules when he was going through the 12 labors.
Yeah.
So this is Hercules as a human being pissed off at the gods for putting him through trials.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Yes, 100%. It's a great perspective on that. That's really an ingenious perspective. I haven't thought about that really. Like, not really. Dope. Now, first off, yeah, W to you, Phil. That was actually really dope. Also, him being controlled by, I mean, I don't want to say a straight up evil person because I'm sure there's going to be some nuance, but he sure doesn't seem good right now.
Yeah.
That makes this even more like treacherous. We're in a part of the Fate series because we all experienced that where there actually feels like, oh, everyone's going to die. It feels like no one's going to have a good ending.
Yeah.
And I love it. It.
This is the part where the heroic spirits start to die off because now we're getting into the actual whole, because it's a war effectively.
Yeah.
There are no one's actually on teams. It's everybody for themselves. Yeah, people team up, but it's effectively a free for all.
They only team up so they can kill other people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Son, he took the power of the dude was Jack the Ripper, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
To steal someone's noble phantasm is like stealing their bankai.
Bro, when they were cooked, bro, people went into overdrive immediately trying to figure out what was going on. Like, you so Jack, yeah, nah. W Fate once again giving me everything I need. I am thoroughly enjoying this season.
I promise to get caught up, y'all, by next week. I do love, like, especially Phil's specialty of how he breaks down like the mythos, but just Greek and on all of that. Really, that's really always been his bag. So, when we break down like things like Absolute Wonder Woman and things that utilize that in that way, it's always cool to hear your knowledge and perspective. But yeah, I promise to get caught up for Fate. I promise that we also will some type of fashion still do Hell's Paradise, because that shit is still very loaded and dense and a lot is still going on.
Did you watch the last episode?
Nah.
It's dark. It's one of those. I was like, I might have to stop watching. I had to pause the episode.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's freaked out. It's freaked out, and all right. 30 seconds.
Let's talk about something a little lighter.
No.
Go ahead.
Give me 30 seconds, right? So you know how each of the flower people are effectively like flower people, essentially. Yeah. So they're both male and female,
right?
And the two that have been like freaked out the most because how they train is by, touching naughty bits, like that's one. Yeah, basically, it's one of the ways that they train. The two that have been doing that the most, that is the way that they were made, was to do that, to get stronger through that capacity.
Okay.
They're twins.
Okay. All right. Well,
they're yeah. I saw it. I was like, oh.
You're not. You guys aren't doing a good job of convincing me to watch this. I'm not gonna lie.
No. No. They are from the same.
What Japanese literature with some type of freaked out shit in there?
No way.
I had dog. It's one of those. I was like, do I like this? Do I like this show? I gotta turn this off. This is crazy.
So we're gonna have this on the air, but Diddy's still in jail.
I need you to edit that out.
One Piece has hit 600 million books in circulation. This is a huge deal. To celebrate this, Oda and Shueisha did a little bit of a promo. It looks like Oda has literally never written down the end of One Piece, even though he's had it the entire time. That being said, he didn't just write it down. No. In typical extra Oda fashion, he had a camera team with him. After he wrote the note, he ripped it in half and then put it into a box. After he got said box, he put another contraption on top of it to make sure that it was like vacuum sealed and was floatable, essentially.
And then he had the camera team murdered so no one can talk about it.
Right. Then this is all so much, by the way. Like when I was watching the promo, I was like, is he actually doing this? I'm like, oh, he's actually doing this.
You can't kill off your mules, man. You need your mules.
W to the mules. That is the little contraption that they made specifically for this one task, so he could put it somewhere. And the somewhere is where you would guess, considering it's One Piece, the fucking ocean. They literally go out into the middle of an ocean and sink it at the bottom of there. And when One Piece finally ends in 5 years,
wink, wink,
like it always is supposed to, they're going to bring it back up and then show that piece to the world. You know what I mean?
As if the actual medium itself won't tell you.
Whatever though, cool. We're just doing some cool things. We're just doing some cool things to celebrate.
Oh, Desmond, you don't understand. That is the One Piece. Is that? That is the One Piece.
You know, some psychos online are already figuring out where it is.
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when he dropped it, the cameras cut and he was like, all right, bring it back up.
Yeah, roll that
I
back
hope
up.
so. I hope so. I'm gonna be honest with you. First off, shout out to Oda. 600 million is
Shout out to the
incredible.
milestone. That's more than Superman, I think.
I've seen that. I think it's more than Superman, which is dope. It's incredible.
Crazy.
It's the largest selling book of all time. I'm sure it sold more than anything else.
I still stand behind it that One Piece is the closest thing we will get to like a modern epic.
I don't think anyone would argue that. I don't think anyone would argue that with you.
I mean, yeah, look at the longevity of it.
Yeah. But these niggas online who are trying to actively find it so they can get the ending, you're the reason why I hate spoiler culture. I hope you guys get shot in the foot. I fucking hate you guys. Like, why? What turns you on so much about getting the ending to something and then blurting it out on the internet before someone has a chance to read it? Bro, do you not listen? I don't know if you guys remember this. When Endgame finally came out and everyone was like, what? I was there the first day, the Thursday afternoon. I made sure that I saw it first. I knew it was going to be spoilers.
Yeah,
I
for
saw
sure.
one of the earliest showings of it. I got home like 6 o'clock in the afternoon and I went strolling on Twitter and it's showing the ending of Thanos getting dusted. And I remember commenting because I was concerned. I was like, bro, a lot of people still haven't had a chance to see this yet. Because if you're thinking, the movie's 3 hours long, it's 6 o'clock when I get home. So maybe people didn't even get a chance to leave work yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that would have pissed me off if I saw that at work.
Bro. So after I after I responded to him, I was like, hey, a lot of people probably haven't seen this yet. You might want to take this down. And it was a big post. He got off. He was like, a real nigga would have seen this by now. I swear to God, I report that nigga so quick. I called Twitter police on him immediately. That nigga needs to be banned. Bro, he said a real nigga should have seen it by now. These niggas are online are psycho. It hasn't been a business day and you're spoiling the biggest cinematic comic book event of all time. They better not find that One Piece joint because they're going to tell people immediately. Oda, bring it back up.
Watch it say oh, never mind. I don't want to say that. They're tearing up Oda already right now.
That would be hilarious. It's just end.
Yep.
Nah, I was gonna say the One Piece 2P continue screen.
That would be fucking
Someone
hilarious.
will be mad as fuck digging that shit up. And
that would be genius.
I would love that, actually. I would love that. Yeah, make these niggas spend thousands of dollars and go to the middle of the ocean, 65 fucking miles, whatever. To be continued.
Yeah.
Please, Oda, troll these fuckers. I hate these spoiler culture funny boys.
Yeah, don't get canceled.
Well, what was I going to say besides funny boys?
I don't know. Speaking of selling Superman, it's like
nah, it's a great.
Speaking of Superman,
Absolute Superman issue 17. This is the conclusion of the arc that introduced Absolute Hawkman, as well as the end of the Parasite story. Yeah.
Damn, the end of it already?
Yeah. Quick little twofer. It was it's all you needed, It showed,
but it was in conjunction with the built-in tragedy story. I'm sure we got the rest of that.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
We'll get to that in a second. Listen, Parasite is just running around town absorbing people. That is the long and short of it. It's gotten a lot of people. Hawkman, being a jaded hero, is like, okay, let's just kill everything. Let's kill everything. And Superman's like, what is wrong with you? No. Like, let's try to save them first. And Hawkman is an old jaded dick. And he's like, listen, kid, I've done this a million times. You just need to listen to me. And I love how in this scene, they both get smacked away by Parasite. Like, shut up. Stop this bickering. I love the juxtaposition of like Clark being damaged and been through the ringer, and we all know what he went through with Brainiac, and he still came out and he's choosing to be a good person. Remember, he goes to Ra's al Ghul's cell and is trying to give him tools to be a better person, despite all the things he did to hurt him. And Hawkman used all the tragedies with him to become the worst fucking version of himself.
real quick, I do want to put a pin in this,
Yeah.
and slightly spoilers for DCKO 5, our next comic topic. I would rather have what happened to that Superman happen to the Absolute Superman because he's the one who's actually been going through some things. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's a
Yes.
deeper conversation for another time. I get what you're saying though. I like that. I like that. This scene is like kind of sad to me. It
Who's
looks
that
like
in jail?
bro, that's Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember, Superman's been going to him and like giving him books, and this scene where he's actually reading the book and it's like he's accepted, like, hey, I need to repent from the things I've done and be a better person. Talia said, fuck that. You're the demon's head, baby. Let's get you in those Lazarus pits and make you the worst version of yourself all over again. Come on, Pop.
You can't Death Row Records. What you mean?
Yeah, bro. You leave in a box, and the box has Lazarus juice in it. Let's hop up, bro. You know what I love about this? In every universe that Talia al Ghul is in, she is a toxic bitch.
hey.
She is a toxic bitch.
You know what they say about the grippier the socks?
The grippier the socks, the more I don't need them on my feet.
Shout out to that clinical.
We also get the answer to how we get parasite off people. Originally, it's kind of shown that like, oh, maybe Superman is just like ripping them out, and then Lois explains, no, it was just me hearing their voice. Like, that's all I needed. And then Superman's like, oh, maybe I can just offer myself up and be kind to it, and it'll stop eating people alive. Which Hawkman says, shut the fuck up. We need to kill it now.
Dumbest idea ever, Superman.
Yeah, I'll save my point for after this because that's a stupid idea.
It is a stupid idea, but that's why Superman's Superman.
It's like fighting a hacker. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave my keyboard and everything just unlocked. Just here you
want
go.
Access to my camera? That'll teach you a lesson. All right, sorry.
Yep. No, because this is all valid. Like what you guys are saying is true. Like I had that first thought. I'm like living in the room. I'm like, Superman, please don't. Cal, chill out. We get a little connection between Superman and
panel with the Hawkman. Yeah,
it's so great paneling.
Paneling is nasty.
Yeah, it's incredible. They connect, and Superman learns a little bit about Hawkman. Hawkman learns about Superman. I love how Hawkman still sees himself as Carter Hall in the subconscious. And I also love how Clark sees himself as that little boy that still has his worker uniform on. I think it says a lot about both those characters.
You
know,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, one is a tired old archaeologist that like was on the brink of hating his job, and one is a hopeful boy that just wants to do right by the people around him. Back to the fuckery though. Clark was right. My dog. It turns out we learned that Clark was right, not just because he was Superman, but because the thing that was Parasite was actually just like an alien who was taken away from its home world and experimented on. So more than anything else, it was just lonely. He was just lonely, and that's why he was constantly trying to take more and more people. Like he holds it in his hand one period of time and says, and the creature says, "Us so alone." And all he needed was someone to calm him down. But we were so quick to escalate and make things worse and worse and worse and try to kill it that we didn't listen to it. And it made the problem even more of a parasite to everyone around them.
That's pretty cool, Blight. Oh, yeah, that's a cool Blight story. I mean, I wouldn't have thought it was only one issue, for sure. I thought it would be something that would linger on a little bit longer.
To me, it's classic, like actual Superman, not just him beating the shit out of something, but just caring about things, like giving hope. That's the whole point of Superman.
What I was going to say is like, one, there is the part when the thing first attaches to him and then it grows 3 times in size because it's also feeding off his power.
Which is fair.
Which is fair.
100% fair.
Because Hawkman was like, "Oh shit, this is what I said was gonna happen. Maybe we don't do this."
Yeah.
But and then the explanation is kind of like the explanation is old school Superman. It's very hand wavy. It's like, how did you do that? I don't know. I'm Superman.
Kind of. I get. Listen,
Like-
I get your disagrees with that. I understand that. I get that. But I thought theming wise, because Absolute is supposed to be the distillation of the hero. They're not supposed to have everything in their favor. They're supposed to be such good people that really care about everything, that they're willing to fight through the worst versions of these abominations to help someone.
Yeah, I think the version of Superman that we're getting from the Absolute is starting to shape up to be closer to mainline Superman. Because even like this moment, he was like, "Oh, if I can just give people hope." I have no idea how that's going to work because he didn't know that was going to work.
No, he just had a hunch.
Mainline Superman does dumb shit like that sometime, but mainline Superman was also raised by like two country folk in the middle of bumfuck Kansas.
Yes.
But this, you know.
Yeah. No. Like there's a super idealism that was like instilled in him at birth. But this is why I think this book works so well. Because of course there's some nature versus nurture things going on with that. But also Superman just happens to be just a really fucking good dude.
Yeah.
He was just a good dude that wants to do right by people. And he shows that here. Juxtapose that with Brainiac.
Yeah. Who's not wanting to do any good at all.
No, not at all. I do want to credit, I do love this book, even despite my criticism of Superman.
Yeah.
I did still love the ending of it.
I love it. Clearly,
I can see the shaping up as mainline one too. That's kind of what I just said though, with like how I wish that this Superman had been the one that received what we're going to talk about later.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it. This was horror fuel. As a husband and a father, this scared the shit out of me. This actually concerned me. I knew that something bad was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. So the last time we saw Lex, Brainiac started transforming and was about to lay waste to everybody, right? I thought, oh, he's going to kill his son, kill his blah, blah, blah. No, he tied him down, forced his eyes open with an apparatus, and murdered everyone in front of him. And I want you guys to pay attention to this. When it started, they were about to have a barbecue outside. It was daylight. It is nighttime now.
No, they were mid-barbecue. They were
mid-barbecue. It was happening. It was
family,
the middle
friends,
of the day.
Neighbors.
It was the middle of the day, and he took his sweet time to torture and murder everyone in front of him for hours. And then said, all right, I'll catch you.
It's like, I hope this was a great motivator.
Yeah.
This is the last thing, bro.
Look at that.
Bro.
Yeah, they captured that moment pretty good. Yeah, it's either going to be the newest and greatest of villains, or an anti-hero Lex.
Yeah, but why would he be a villain now? He's what? Going after Brainiac.
I'll be honest with you. I like how his villain origin story has nothing to do with Clark.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you could actually blame Superman for this. A giant green thing came through and murdered everyone while Superman was fighting somewhere in Metropolis. I'd like to see how they handle this.
Yeah, honestly. Because the horror element in all these books is still, even when we get a lighthearted moment, like Superman instilling hope in all these people, because while he was connected to Parasite, he was like, it's the birds, the squirrels, the dogs, the cats, is everybody. I'm speaking to everybody on the level and the language that they understand to instill hope in them. Yeah. Brainiac is like, no, I want you to be great, and I'm going to make you be great, and I'm going to take all the obstacles out your way.
Crazy work.
And just dismembered his entire lineage.
It's so wicked. Listen, his literal son next to him dead is wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. This book is that was real dark. For all the hope and love and everything, Jason Aaron really wanted to let us know. No, it's still the Absolute universe, nigga.
Nah, it's
Stop
still
it.
bad. It's still
Yeah.
not sweet out here.
Dark Side is everywhere.
Yeah. Goodness
Great,
gracious.
great issue. Great issue. This is another sleeper hit. I think people are sleeping on Absolute Superman, but I whenever I read it on the charts, like it's doing well. So maybe it's just my reality, my fake reality. I don't know. But I don't see enough people talk about this book. This book is so good.
Shout out to the platform.
Yeah.
That John crazy. He really had him strung up like hogtied and was like, watch this.
Fam, and force him to watch it. You know, there was one period of time he probably tried to look away and Brainiac literally opened his eyes up and then put that thing there.
Yeah.
And kept going. Jesus.
Crazy.
Well,
and then he
it's
just
not so
walked
good for
away
another
too.
Lex either.
Hey, speaking of Lex
Not so
Luthor.
good. Yeah.
All right, I want you guys to, first off, we're about to talk about DCKO 5.
5 of them things.
5 of them things. How'd you guys feel about the book?
Great. Shout out to DC Ultra again. Let me get all 5 of them on the day of release. Applaud that. That was really good. I got my first full event in live time, like actually keeping up with it.
That's
well,
incredible.
At least the half part of it, the absolute part. Mainline, like I said, I'll go back to reading the Batman because I know they're on issue 9 right now. But yeah, his showcasing in here makes me want to read his out of all of them. Maybe Superman, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're not rocking.
Yeah.
Phil, you're gonna love Superman. Superboy Prime is gonna be Superman for at least 3 issues.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm here for it personally. Superboy Prime is my favorite Superman. But I did really like this book. I like the concept of I don't know. I still feel like, so we talked about this before we got started, is like just Batman is Batman, obviously.
Yes.
But the fact that they gave Batman like his own solo run during the event, but it was still tied to the main event because they were like, you cheated. But the Joker cheated twice, technically. Yeah. Who else cheated? Superman technically cheated. Time Trapper technically cheated twice.
Time Trapper definitely cheated, yeah. He gave him powers mid
tournament. Yeah, so it's like I get it. But you know, the whole Batman of it all. He's Batman. So of course he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. But I feel like with DCKO, it was a great tournament arc, and I don't think we've gotten a good tournament arc in comics in a while. I can't remember the last
I can't remember the last good tournament arc.
Yeah, it was Ten of Swords, which
but even
was a tournament arc,
but it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, they didn't give us any. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so it's this is the first like anime style tournament arc that I've seen in comics.
I will say Robin, written by Joshua Williamson, who also helped write this book. He goes to
the Lazarus Island.
Why the fuck would you go to that island? And he does go through a tournament arc where he gets like 2 deaths.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Dig it. Phil, I will, for the first time, be lower on a book than you guys.
Oh, wow. So is it because of like the wrap-up part of it?
You know I love Superman. You know I love Scott Snyder.
Right.
And I also loved a lot of the concepts in this book. But I will say a whole bunch of them. I will say how it all came together was a little flat for me.
Really?
And I love what I get. We were talking about this before, before we started recording. If you've been reading DC for 10 years, if you read comics for 10 years, they pay it off for you.
They did say that.
Mm-hmm. You know, they reference Doomsday Clock in this, which is like, oh shit, the Superman theory and Doomsday Clock is like officially real now because
Superman theory? Is that what you just called it?
That's what it's called. So I love explaining. This is why you having me on the show is so fucking awesome.
Nah, I mean, I read the panel of what it said, refer to blah, 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 but obviously not knowing what the fuck that is.
This is peak nerd shit, dog.
This is peak nerd shit. So the Superman theory, in short, is that no, the universe bends towards Superman. Like he is the end all be all, essentially, right? I'm simplifying it a lot, but like the whim of the universe bends towards him because he's just so important.
Okay.
He's the next, like the Nexus being, but that's just a theory, right? In Doomsday Clock, it ain't no theory now, bitch. He made the universe. Every part of the universe, as of right now, because he was transported all the way to the Big Bang and used that energy to fight Darkseid and helps recreate the universe, everything's a little bit Clark. And I'm okay with that because it's great theming and it's awesome in regards to the fact that Superman was the original superhero. No matter how we feel, whatever you want to say, he is the bar, whether consciously or subconsciously. There's a whole bunch of people that are younger or maybe don't read comics that are like, no, but Batman's cooler. No, Spawn's cooler. Superman was in your memory. This is how deep Superman is. Superman has been in the zeitgeist and in your memory so much that when you put that towel around your neck as a 5-year-old and go through the house like this, that's Superman. You're idolizing him before you.
I was Robin, and my mom.
That's what you say. That's what you say. But you don't get Robin without Superman.
Yeah. Okay. Batman's technically not even a superhero. He's just a hero.
Do you want to know something about Batman?
White privilege.
He was only supposed to be an antithesis for Superman. The only reason we get Batman is because of Superman. He is the beginning and the end of superheroes. Superman.
Yeah.
Oof. Damn. Feel with the bars, nigga.
That was pretty hard. I mean, so what part of it fell short? Because you're obviously more high on than I am on Superman. Like I said, I just wish the absolute Superman had this moment because he's the one who been, tortured by Brainiac and lived a whole bunch of centuries and lifetimes of just.
It wouldn't have hit as hard if. Thematically that would have made sense, but the moment wouldn't have hit as hard if it was Absolute Superman, because you got to think about it, right? If you haven't been spending time reading Absolute Superman, you're like, who the fuck is this? Who's the guy?
Yeah. Like I said, there's so many things in here that actually swelled my heart with joy. I really appreciate that he's like, Superman theory is real now. That's been confirmed. Like, no, it's not that people feel like the universe bends towards him. With what he just did and recreating the universe, and the universe, a little bit of him is in every cell of every universe of this universe now.
But they made it seem like Doomsday was the necessary yang to the yin. Like
retroactively, yeah. Retroactively, kind of.
That's what he said. He's like, man, I thought I was supposed to destroy you this whole time, and I had fun doing it until Shorty was like, hey, maybe don't.
Yeah,
maybe so.
Yeah, that's funny. Maybe don't.
That's basically that's what she said, and she was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I might help actually.
If I will also say Superman issue 35 that came out last week, that's where it's kind of revealed that this is what Doomsday was supposed to always be. Like, he is death and rebirth. If you don't know who Doomsday is, he is a creature made on Krypton that was experimented on. Every time he dies, he can't die to that again. He comes back with the ability to never die to whatever he got killed by. Cool.
I think making him death and rebirth, them retconning it, like I get why they did it, because it's part of Superman's lore, so they had to include something else that was from Superman's lore. But a bunch of characters die and come back. Hal Jordan's died like 4 times. Wally West has died. Wonder Woman's died. Batman literally just died and then came back. Like,
yeah, but Doomsday's died unseen amount of times. Apparently, like thousands and thousands and thousands. And thousands of times.
I think making him the Time Trapper makes sense for the Legion of Superheroes, but that's for a future story. Him coming back and doing the thing, and then him being like the Deus Ex Machina for Superman to overcome Darkseid was just kind of like, I get like the Alpha to the Omega thing, but we already got something like that in King in Black. where they retcon the Enigma Force to be the antithesis to Null, right?
Yeah.
So we've already gotten something like that, and King of Black didn't hit as hard as it could have because of that.
Shit, I don't know. I'm
There's
disagree with you on that one. I fucking love
huh?
King of Black. I'm gonna disagree
I
with you on
did
that
no,
one.
I love King
I
and Black
love King of
too, but
Black.
the concept of the Enigma Force being the end all be all thing and being the antithesis to Null was just kind of like you needed a way to beat the bad guy, so you made a thing to beat the bad guy. Because that's what the thing is supposed to do, is it makes you always the strongest thing in whatever room you're in. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But with this, I feel like there could have been a different way to do it, that it wasn't Doomsday that created the pocket universe for them to relive, and like the just in case you lost, I had a reset button.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
Because
get that.
that's what Batman did. And
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like because I'm a little blinded by that, because I've been reading Superman since issue 1. So the time trapper story coming through at the end is actually like very rewarding. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff I like about it. But when he gets the King Omega powers, which is a dope moment, right? I think we can all agree about that.
Hell yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was fire.
And he's fighting through time and space, and he gets transported all the way back to the Big Bang, like I said earlier, to fight the worst evil possible. When he does all that and he says, "I'm no King Omega," I'm like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. We should it's okay to embrace that for a second. And I love that he gives it up and he goes away and he'll be back later on. I just felt, and maybe I can't articulate it well enough, but considering how crazy action packed and the theming of him having to push a little bit farther just so he could get the things done to save everyone, to kind of just say, no, I'm actually not doing that. It didn't resonate with me.
So you're saying it makes it seem like, because this is very much so, at least now it feels like how they treat Goku. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, in the beginning we tried to defer, like it wasn't going to go to Superman all this time. And it kind of was believable. And then this is like his like third or fourth transformation within this DCKO. Because after the Shazam said, I'm like, okay, well, you know, how is there still more buffing? We had one with the Captain Atom thing. Like Superman goes through some shit, you know, all throughout all 5 of these issues. So now it's just like, okay, well, we're just now mentioning the alpha, you know, energy of it all, and now we have like super Big Bang, Alpha Omega, you know, Superman to save the day, but it's not really the end because Darkseid is gonna collapse Mainline. It looks like it was some shit. Like I was looking through it, and they even had next level DC stuff lined up into what they're gonna show now. So I was like, okay, well, you know, this
crazy.
Yeah, it's still not over.
I just realized why the book felt flat for me. I just got it because there's so much stuff that I like, and there's so much stuff that like references stuff that I liked from the past, and like this big philosophical damn near and blah blah blah. And then it kind of just cuts to next level.
Yeah.
Which feels to me shoehorned in to show us like, hey, this is still an event. And no, it of course it's an event and we should make money, you should advertise or whatever. But you guys were saying so much deeper things. And I love Scott Snyder. He's probably doing what the editors are telling him to do. But you were saying such deep, profound things and giving us such incredible moments that I don't need you to reinforce that you're doing all this essentially to broaden the line for DC. I actually don't need to hear that.
They hit you with the One Piece to be continued.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Because if you leave that stuff out, no, for real, if you leave that stuff out, can you? Because you heard I was just talking about the book. Like, I actually talked about how much I liked so much of these concepts. When this hit for me, and it was very obvious that they were trying to expose us to this. It was like, why are we doing that?
Mm.
And that made a cognitive distance in my mind that kind of took me out of the story. That's why I
Yeah.
felt flat about that. That made me feel flat. I was riding a high, and then they were like, next level, and try to get me back to the story. And I was like, oh, that fucked me up. So, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
That makes sense. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I love so much about this book, y'all. I really do. That part messed me up.
Yeah, what I want from this, or at least to see, like I get that next level is coming up next, but like, how do you bring Superman back? Because he is effectively Dr. Manhattan right now, right?
There's a theory. No, bro, you're saying the real shit right now. There's a theory he's about to go meet up with Dr. Manhattan again.
Oh wow.
If that was going to happen, that should have happened at least. I don't know. I feel like if you were gonna do, and I guess it for me, it might have made more sense if it wasn't Doomsday that did it, but if it was Dr. Manhattan that did it, because you got to call back the Doomsday Clock. He went back to the very beginning of the DC universe. Why not do that aspect of it? If you're gonna do it, like hint at it, then cool. But you could easily just drop. Well, maybe it's IP reasons and licensing reasons, but like I don't know. I feel like that could have been cool because he effectively looks like Dr. Manhattan in that photo.
You
Yeah,
know
he
what?
does.
He does. I'm rolling now. He's going to go see Dr. Manhattan. Because that line
Yeah,
when he says, I have to take care of some business is very reminiscent of when, Dr. Manhattan goes off and says, I don't know, maybe create another universe. That's the aura it gives to me.
yeah, and it makes sense that now this Superman is effectively multi-universal.
Yeah. They were fighting
So
across time and space at the same time.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
type
he
shit.
probably is going to go see Dr. Man because that's the only other thing he can do now is
Nah,
that.
yo. I'm not talking about this book, man. Nah, I fuck with this book. I fuck with this book. I fuck with this book.
Look at that.
I
A
just went
literal roller
through.
coaster. Yeah.
Yeah, I just went through the
Yeah,
roller coaster. Nah, I fuck with this book. I don't
yeah.
care. I'm
But
gonna
can we talk
disregard the next
about
level
the
thing.
end? Can we talk
Well, I
about
have it
the
queued up right
end?
now. So we're gonna have an absolute fucking crisis. All pun
Oh,
intended.
dog. He was hinting at the whole time, like Zack Snyder was hinting at, we're gonna cross everybody over. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be epic. I didn't even fathom that it could be a crisis event. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact that they threw it at like the end of the book, and it makes sense
Yeah.
that that's how you get all the characters to cross over and it not be an ass pull is a
Yes.
crisis event.
And it even ties back in with when they did Dark Crisis, because remember, mid-event, they shifted it over to Dark Crisis of Infinite Earths to bring all the Earths back. With all this
Hmm.
infinite energy out here, and as you can see in this illustration by Wes Craig, those worlds are turning to dark side worlds. He has a King Omega on each universe.
Yeah, and for those that didn't read the book, what happened is the DCKO event happened across the multitude of the DC Absolute Universe in multiple worlds. So in their multiverse, it happened on every single world, and somebody won in every single world. Only in the main line did Superman make the choice to disperse himself amongst everybody.
Yeah. What essentially spreading his alpha energy, pause, to everyone as a countermeasure to dark side.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
all
yo,
for
I'm
one,
rolling.
and it's all for one and one for all, basically.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
and
rolling.
and also let's not forget at the beginning of DCKO, the DC main universe was cut off from the rest of the multiverse to
It
prevent
was.
it spreading to the mainline universes.
Bro.
But the
Bro.
absolute universe was left to just fester.
Yeah.
So not only do you have a champion in all these different worlds, so you may get an absolute Green Lantern who is King Omega, absolute Aquaman who's King Omega, like absolute Cyborg King Omega, like
Yo, that cyber panel in this was
That was fire.
flame. I don't
That was
know what
yeah,
fire.
made it so impactful, but
No, that
flipping
was
on that
fire.
bitch and seeing a cyborg, I was like, oh.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that was fire.
But that crisis event has to be a summer event. Like that's a movie.
Well, we're only in part two of we're next level is officially the part two of a 3-part story arc that Scott Snyder has planned with Josh Williamson.
Mm.
Okay, so it wasn't that particular story had three parts. It was the scope of what he had all painted out. Okay, well,
So
that
we
makes a
just
lot more
finished
sense.
part
Part
one with
one. Yeah.
DCKO. Oh man, I'm excited.
Now I'm rolling now. Talking about this out
Yeah,
loud, I'm with it.
Let's go.
yeah. How they gonna
Let's
end it?
go. Let's go.
I don't know.
Oh,
I blame DC.
DC.
DC, stop trying to tell Scott Snyder to advertise mid book.
let that man do
DC
what he want to
Infinite.
Yeah,
Shout out to this app, man.
it's a great
Yes.
app.
do. Yeah. Oh, real quick, can we talk about that Joker panel
Which Joker panel?
in the new Batman book?
Oh yeah,
It's a 4-page spread.
yeah. Dick out.
I ain't never seen that before. It's a 4-page, like it opens up to 4 pages
Yeah.
of the Joker's like continuity.
But this is
This is in
It's
the
in
little
what?
Batman book that just came out.
Yeah,
He put it in the group
whatever.
chat.
Yeah, nah. It's the spread is crazy. Personally, as long as I've been reading comics, I've never seen that before.
I'll
Like
be
I've
honest.
seen, yeah,
I've seen like them Superman Unchained, all the Superman glazing. There is like a basically a mini poster where you pull it out and it shows the scope of Superman basically blasting through a warship, like him being so small compared to everything and being so destructive.
oof. It's a
this is the
4-page, John.
mainline Batman
Yeah, I
that you're
think
talking
so.
about.
It's big as hell. It's
Yeah,
not no two pager. Yeah, mainline
that's
Batman by Matt
crazy.
Fraction. Yeah, but yeah, no,
But I,
that is
yeah,
that fire. It's fire though. That's fire. What you're talking about, the Joker.
Then I'm definitely about to catch up. Then if that's the case, they get introduction, right? Introduction to the Joker
Kind of sort of.
I think it's it's
in
it's
the
it's
mainline one.
yeah, it's crazy what happens in that book, but like,
Yeah,
yeah, calls that nigga by his government.
it's a really it's. I read issue 1. It's really good. Matt Fraction's writing his fucking ass off. We
Of
gotta cover
course.
that.
Yeah,
We gotta cover that.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I will catch up to
Yeah,
that and Flash.
the last line in the book is that Joker says somebody's coming to kill you, and Batman says people are always coming to kill me, and he says no, not you, Batman, Bruce. It's- What?
It's been confirmed that he knows who he is. It's been confirmed for
Yeah,
a while now. Actually,
bananas.
to glaze him some more, Scott Snyder actually confirmed it.
Of course, that's not. Of course, the goat,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
the goat. How many generational runs? 6.
Man, listen, between Batman, the Absolute stuff, Dark Knight's Metal, DCKO. DCKO like is gonna go down as one of the. It's probably the best event I've read in 5 years. I can't remember something better than 5
House of
years.
X and Powers of X still for me.
Yeah, but that's not 5 years.
But
That
that
came out 2019.
did it.
Yeah, look it up. I was
I
still in
think I just lost
college.
2 years of my life.
It's 2019.
Okay. Yeah. 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 I don't
Yeah.
think anything else is. The Spider-Man John. You
Which
know, that
Spider-Man
was coming
John?
out once every couple months.
Pardon
Where
me?
huh?
Pardon me?
You know, the new Ultimate Spider-Man. What do you mean?
So let's talk recommendations.
Yeah, let's
Let's
not
talk
get the
God, I
Marvel
hate that
hate
book so
anymore.
much. I hate
let's
that book
talk,
so much.
let's talk
Sorry.
recommendations, bro.
I
What
couldn't
y'all rocking
resist.
with? What y'all rocking with?
All right, my recommendation is Fate Stay Night. Fate Strange Fake. Sorry, Fate Strange Fake.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the fights from the series is gonna be contended for anime fight of the year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Easily. And sidebar, JJK for its cinematicness is like every episode feels like I'm watching an anime movie, and 30 minutes is not long enough. I need an hour long episode. Like it's not doing me justice.
Okay. Dig it.
Outside of any controversial opinions, I'm still gonna recommend Fire Force. It's
As you
just too
should.
meta. It's just too meta, like that whole just concept of it, and then allowing the medium of the anime like fill in the rest of those blanks and really be like just outside the expedition, like that is just amazing storytelling. Point blank, so shout out to Fire
Period.
Force. I mean, yeah, like to say that you were a pillar in our generation, and you know, just this the whole mob mentality, like you know, her addressing social media, like all of it is relevant. You
It
know
is.
what
Yeah.
I
Also,
mean?
fun fact, real quick, how versed are y'all in Revelations?
Not very versed.
Yeah, I mean,
So so it said that the first time God cleansed the earth will be cleansed in water, and the second time
right,
it'll be cleansed in fire.
They've been doing the second time a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
been a
So
whole bunch of fire. Been a whole bunch of
Bible
fire for sure.
2.0 is Fire Force technically.
Yeah, that's facts.
So
That's
But
the
facts.
new
as
the
y'all
new New
see,
Testament.
The
we
New
about
New
to see
Testament.
round two.
Testament
It's
Buddha.
going. Yeah, I mean, and the preview for it when they showed it, like it was like, hey man, Arthur is like, I'm gonna save you from your despair, dragon. You've been, you know, they haven't showed it yet, but yeah, it's coming, and I can't wait. This is what I've been waiting for. Hopefully, it's 2 episodes.
It's
It
gotta
fucking
be.
better be.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Um, I am going to. We talked about DCKO 5 a lot, so I'm gonna recommend something because next level is right around the corner, y'all.
What was it, Batwoman?
Of course.
Mm.
Nigga, nigga. Yeah, that shit look
uh,
crazy.
yeah, man.
Is that the
Compact
new one?
Comics.
That's like a whole
No,
volume.
yes, it is.
Oh, I'm about to
So
say.
Compact Comics have been selling very well for DC. It's essentially just a manga volume. Manga is like, produced in that medium. And I gotta say, man, this is good. I've been reading it little by little, and the art is incredible. It feels good to kind of just hold something in your hands like this. As much as I love comics and floppies, this is a great medium to read.
Is it a
Mm.
one run, like of Batwoman, like one person's writing, or is it a whole bunch of authors?
Oh no, it's just Greg Rucka. It's just Greg Rucka. This is the story that he was doing, and then DC got cold feet about a gay marriage.
Makes sense.
I don't know if this is
Yeah.
all of it, but this is definitely a huge chunk of it. People should definitely read this. I
Yeah, the
mean,
back catalog, people.
yeah, and just even if you are like, I don't want to read old stuff, which is like why, it's a great lead in. It's a great lead in to what's going to come out this month with the new Batwoman volume, with the new Batwoman story written by Greg Rucka. Next level, baby.
We're getting all
Next
three in
level.
March. It's gonna be Deathstroke, Lobo, and
Lobo,
Batwoman all in the 1 month.
I think so.
Mm.
I think
Okay.
so. I'm
And
pretty
thinking
sure.
about it, that is a very interesting choice. Why are we starting? I'm not questioning it, but just the the starting in a random place, it feels like. Because we're not starting with the Trinity,
No,
unless we're starting with well, we kind of are, because
Yeah, Superman's
Lobo,
Lobo, this Batman,
yeah,
Batwoman's
I didn't
Batman.
think about that.
and Deathstroke is
Yes,
Batman, yeah.
wow, I didn't think about that. I will say though, from what everything Scott said, because I went to that panel in New York. He said, "Listen, we're doing so well that we want to pay it forward, and we called creators and asked them what they want to do. This is the least
Oh,
like, yeah, I know. This is the least like
Yeah.
editorial driven thing possible. Like DC is willing to take a risk because they're like, nigga, we made our money back for the year. Go."
Yeah, it's like we're just printing money. You can do whatever you want. You got a blank check.
I said this before, and I'll say it again. You can look this up because it's a direct quote. He said they made their sales figures for the year in the first 3 months.
Jesus.
9 months of just like try it,
profit, profit.
bro.
Profit. And I think they're handling this a lot better than Dark Knight's Metal.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because Dark Knight's Metal, you can tell that, like, of course, they were trying different things. They had different heroes, sideways, which never popped off, damage, blah, blah, blah. But you can tell that they were trying to, unfortunately, copy the things that Marvel is known for because Marvel at the time was floundering, and that's not good.
Yeah.
It never ends well. Sideways is supposed to be their version of Spider-Man, and it just didn't land because it wasn't
It was
earnest.
not. No.
But this seems like things like Greg Rucka coming back to finish his story or a version of a story on Batwoman. It doesn't get more creator focused than that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Boy got a
if you already
redemption arc.
had it loaded in the bag, and you just want to complete I'm all here for it.
Yeah, man. I gotta get back to you. I'm probably gonna put it in post edit when the books are coming out. I don't know when they're coming out specifically, but I'd imagine they're coming out by the end of the month.
Flash here.
Yeah, flash right here. All right, y'all. That was another grand episode of Dots and Lines.
55.
Please, 55. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we love doing it. We have been yapping for a minute, so I know I'm going to be editing for a while. Please, I hope that you like, share, subscribe, comment, read a comic book, be nice to each other.
We're going to hit 100, y'all.
We're going to hit 100. Okay, bye. We can't keep blowing things up. There's active wars going on.
You're right.